What is going on, my trading jits and crits? Hope your weekend was very beautiful. I had an amazing weekend. Uh, to kind of start things out, not gonna lie, had a big ass cheat day yesterday. And I say big ass cheat day, I mean like I'm pretty sure I was only supposed to drink a couple beers and eat some pizza and some wings and watch the UFC fights. Fuck Ilya Torpilla. Fuck Alex Pereira. I don't my still so mad about this. Still so mad, bro. Like fucking I can't believe Alex Pereira gets knocked out. I can't believe Ilya gets fucked up the way he did. But this is about trading, so I won't fucking go ham on that. Still, anyway, yo boy, I think yesterday was the only day I didn't backtest. I've backtested every other day this week. Yesterday, I honestly just I didn't realize. I don't want to say how fucked up I was, but I was a bit tipsy. Your boy was a bit ipsy. You know what I mean? So I came home, played some Apex, and it was kind of refreshing to kind of like give my mind like a little break, a little ease off, you know. But we're locked back in. I haven't fucking. I didn't wake up and do anything dumb. I didn't wake up and do anything unproductive. The only thing I have done is smoked, which, not gonna lie, we're doing pretty good on the quitting phase. Yesterday I went like almost all day without hitting a nick, and then I was pretty drunk. I was getting to that point where I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do anything. So hitting a nick was refreshing, and then I just smoked right now because my pops is coming again. It kind of falls into that because that's the only bad habit I'm trying to quit right now. Every other bad habit, doing pretty good on. But that bad habit we need to really punch in and work on. Anyway, so into the trading recap we go. So first things first, I ended up making 310 on both my Lucid accounts. So that's about $620 I made today. First Lucid account is in profit of $310. My other Lucid account I think is back up to 24,894 dollars. So we're starting to hit break even on that account again, but it's because the last couple of days I was back testing. I didn't even journal those back testing sessions. Fucking bitch, bro, because I was so locked in. I realized a big thing I was struggling with is that it's not like so much a new strategy, but it's kind of implementing things that fucking Blake, fuck, Patrick doesn't even post like that anymore. Blake has like kind of a little bit of a new strategy in this mech model, and what he does is he's looking to see what's being inversed, CISDs, rejection blocks, all this other good shit that really helps with confirmation. So I was fucking back testing like a motherfucker. I was fucking hitting nails in the coffin. Anyway, let's get back into this backtesting session before I don't. So I came in today and I realized that overnight we were very bearish, as you can tell. We were respecting these bearish fair value gaps on the 4 hour like a motherfucker, and we were absolutely going crazy. That's when this changed everything. When we got a close above that fair value gap, we get another close above this fair value gap, and we get another close above this fair value gap coming into pre-market of New York, or well, Asian session yesterday, more like London, because this is from. Damn, this is from. No way. This is. Oh, this is Monday of the 8th. Okay, I was about to say no fucking way. But yeah, we started disrespecting all of these fair value gaps, every single fucking one of them. And what did we start doing? We start respecting bullish fair value gaps. We start taking out these internal lows down here. And that's when I was like, okay, I am strongly bullish today until proven fucking wrong. Literally until this proves me wrong. So what was my proven wrong points? Well, I'll get into that. So I realized we have this hourly fair value gap. We have a new week opening gap. This didn't even fucking matter. Get this out of here because we didn't even trade into that. But what did matter was this 30-minute gap we had. actually, no, it didn't matter at all, but I marked it out anyway, so we can get this out of here as well. It was this 15-minute gap. Sorry, I thought it was a 30-minute. I'm so sorry. But I marked out this internal low. But what clicked in my mind, and I actually saved this point just to kind of have a little teaching lesson for me in the future or anyone watching this. This was technically the internal low because this was the first tap we had inside of the fair value gap. So when price came down, wicked it out, that's when I realized, okay, since we're in a series of upward candles, this technically falls under a rejection block as well. Or, well, I guess, to be honest, I gotta get back in. I gotta really learn rejection blocks. But in my opinion, that was that was like a protected low, so I consider it a rejection block. Now, what did I really want to see for price to give me a good trade? Well, since I'm only sticking to the 1 minute and the 5 minute so far, and I will be implementing the 2 minute, the 3 minute, the 4 minute, so this trade strategy can really hit the nail in the coffin. I went to the 5 minute, and I said, well, okay, if price comes down and we still take out that internal low that I had initially marked out, because I made, so this was my first internal low, gets taken out. This was my second internal low, gets taken out. So now for me, this is either another internal low that I would love to see market take out, or it's protected. Protected. So price will not trade past that point. So once I realized, okay, price isn't trading past that point, that's when I was like, all right, so what I need to see now is I need to see an inversion. So I know I said I wouldn't take 1 minute trades, but dude, I've been back testing these 1 minute trades like fucking crazy, bro. So what was my entry off of in the first place? My entry was simply off the fact that when I realized we came down, we swept this low out, this ITO, and we rejected back up. I waited for the displacement leg back down to prove to me that that low was protected. How does it prove it's protected? Look how fucking far away the close is, bro. We don't go back into this fair value gap. We've been traced into it so many times. And I said, okay, if this high in the upward candles gets taken out on the 1 minute, because on the 1 minute, that's a big ass series of upwards candles that I had marked out, or well, downwards candles, then I know for damn well we're not gonna go all the way down here. So that's when I said, okay. Oh, okay, I see where I fucked up. This was the rejection block I was talking about. This body right here. So this is the rejection block I was looking to see price. And in my mind, I had it like kind of a little figured out. I said, okay, I want to see this get taken out. And I want to see the most recent swing high that is very obvious be taken out first. So what does price do? Climbs down, respects the rejection block, climbs back up, and that's when I was like, okay, either price gives me a two candle close up like how we used to do, or price respecs down, doesn't take out this fair value gap that we have right here. So this incy bincy little fucking gap that we have doesn't get disrespected, which is pretty crazy. Price actually respects the fuck out of that fair value gap. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is a banger long. So what did I do? I entered right here. So it's actually about, no. My entry was about right here, I'm pretty sure. Right? I don't even remember where the fuck my entry was. Doesn't tell me my entry closed. Entry price. Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to bring this up a lot. 30, 3447, 3447, 3447, 3447, 3447, 3447. So yeah, literally right here I had it marked out. Just making sure. 3447 entered. That's when price shoots up. We get a 1 minute. I'm pretty sure this was a 5 minute as well. Yeah, it was a 5 minute as well. But we do get a 1 minute fair value gap. Now, this is where I really was looking to see if price is actually respecting the fair value gaps. Price comes down. What does it do? Respects that fair value gap, and it shoots price higher. Now, another thing I'm proud of myself about is the second we took this out, I was immediately break even. My stop loss was right here. So that's when I was like, okay, now we're in the green. Something happens. Cool. So we come up, boom, 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 boom. We're still in profits. Boom, price starts coming down. So what did I end up doing? I ended up seeing, well, price inverses this fair value gap, comes down, and I'm pretty sure. No, that wasn't the 5 minute gap we respected, huh? I think so. No, but I'm pretty sure that what happened. I don't want to sound like a dumbass right now, but yeah, price comes down, respects this 1 minute, comes up. We have another 1 minute right here. Price respects it, comes back up. Boom, 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 boom. And I at this point I didn't see any reason for price to come down lower other than to grab all of this low hanging liquidity, probably some people's stop losses. And that's when I was like, okay, price trades up higher. What do we get? Another fair value gap. Price wicks into it, comes back up, kind of tries to retest it a bit, and just fucking soars. Now, what happens again? Price creates another fair value gap, wicks into it, soars. This is the only time I was a little scared and wanted to take my profits out because right after this, price just fucking dumps for a little bit, chops around. But the reason why I wasn't too scared is because technically these are relatively equal highs. So I was like, all right, bet. Price is definitely going to come up here. And this is when I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm not going to fucking trip out. I'm going to go to the gym. Went to the gym, and it looks like what happens is price chops around, and we take out this low hanging fruit, which actually looks like an ITL side of this fair value gap. So price ends up inversing that little fair value gap we have, taking out this ITL, and once price takes out that ITL, soars up to my TP. Beautiful. Now I know what you're thinking. On Maven, it's 1 to 1.36. On Lucid, it was a 1 to 5. The reason for that is because my draw on liquidity was this big ass recent fucking these recent highs we had on the 4 hour. I think yeah, this recent 4 hour high. And the reason why I kind of didn't take the same thing I did on Maven is for one simple reason, because on Maven I don't. I think for that, yeah, that high was about the same thing. It was literally the same thing. So this right here was the exact same high that I took on Lucid, as you guys can see, and I literally took the exact same trade, but on Maven. Oh, on Maven I entered later is what happened. So I wanted to see honestly this get taken out again. But on Lucid, I had a lot of conviction, and I should have probably entered again on my Maven account. But I just waited for another pullback, and that's exactly what we got in the 1 minute pullback into here, just like I was talking about here. That's when I entered on my Maven account. Fucking banger today, banger. We need to keep this up. We need to keep backtesting this. I don't care that my dad is coming in literally the next 26 minutes. I have to go pick him up from the airport. I do not give a fuck. We will backtest this tonight again. We will keep going. I am gonna get that fucking. I don't even care about the payout no more. At this point, I just want to see good banger trades. I just want to see good risk management. And yeah, as you guys can see, my stop loss was fucking hella low. Hella low. Not one time did we have a drawback in there. So, beautiful trade. I think on Maven I ended up winning about 1783, putting the Maven account back up to 170. And then, yeah, other than that, hope you guys have a great day. God bless you all. Tomorrow I do go back to work. So, expect the trade recap for me around 10, 11 ish. I hope you guys do know. Even if I don't take a trade, price action shit, yada yada yada, I will still post a trade recap. I will literally tell you guys why I didn't take a trade, what trades I faded. Cause there was times I was sitting here and I'm just hovering over the buy button like this. I'm like, I'm gonna do it, and I put it in my notes. I put it in my journal. Look, I put it in my journal. I said I might sit on my hands and wait to see if price can give me a valid entry. I would also love to see price respect this 1 minute gap we have well. And I might have to take this trade 100%. No entry there, to be honest. Trading view to show price has an SMT at the top, but I'm not catching it on my Lucid. There was an SMT, but let's put it in. Plus plus 610 plus 620 parentheses 310 on both Lucids plus 1783 on Maven. Beautiful fucking textbook trade. Need to keep this up for the remainder of no news week. Perfect. So, starting off 1 0 on the week. Beautiful trade. God bless you all. Let me get this out here so I can go take a shit and shower real quick. Have a great day, boys.